Morning all. It's Tuesday. 3 days after the Hotsprings race for the National Rock Racing Association. And we're working on Fordzilla, getting it all tip-top. We took some damage from trying to go fast. I know the one video is doing very well on social media and getting a lot of views, but actually all the damage was done on the first race, which a lot of people haven't got to see. And what we're doing and have to make repairs on is I come down the hill, and while coming down the hill, I was trying to go extremely fast, which I knew the buggy could handle it if I could just stay on the throttle and keep the back down with all them braking bumps or all them bumps. So as I was coming down, I was going down extremely fast. And I bounced, and when I turned to center myself in the track, the wheels didn't turn. Now, I initially thought that the belt came off because I had lost the belt. But after further review of the video, as I was bouncing down, I turned the steering wheel, and the steering and the tires did not turn. There was a delay. And when I say delay, I mean I turned the wheel halfway, and the tires never turned. You can see that bar right there. I bent her pretty good, and I ran right into the trees at, I don't know, probably mid-30s to 40 miles an hour. So we're working on that. We got a new Boston busted knuckle coming. We're gonna get that straightened out, some new irons on there. And then the big thing is what happened is when this bar here broke, and the front end took the hit, it forced this, because of this being bent, forced this right up here into this pulley. It's on the crank of the motor. You can see what it did to it. It just smashed the heck out of it. Well, in doing that, and that's where it really got serious. Is come over here, mower out of Fordzilla here, is the crankshaft here that holds the pulley and the balancer. It actually bent the crankshaft. So all the way up in here, all the way back in where the bearings are, it's bent. And I did, when I got off the hill after the first run, the belt was off, this was all smashed and bent. And I mean, we do what we do to keep racing, so I had another belt with me. I put another belt on there, tightened it down as tight as what I thought would make it last. And we went with it, and it held. It was pretty crazy to see how much. I mean, this is bent. I would have to say a quarter inch. Out here, it's a quarter inch of bent. So it's amazing that belt stayed on for the whole second race, but it did. And that's also why. That's probably also why there's so much camera footage, is because the odds of my front belt falling off were very good. And I had told quite a few people that I just hoped and prayed that belt would hang on, because I was going to run full race pace and, hopefully not lose steering at a tragic time. So it all worked out. I did get to run. It was, upsetting that I rolled on that first hill, or that second hill, but I guess it made for a cool video. If you can't win, I guess you can make the highlight reel. So, anyway, Jeremiah, I did not know how much trouble it would be to find a crank for this thing. I was very surprised at that. And after about 30 calls and realizing that there just ain't cranks everywhere, stock cranks, I had some of my friends reach out. And Jeremiah just called one buddy, and a buddy had one sitting right on his shelf about 15 minutes away from his house, brand new in a package. So thank you very much, Casey Green. We got that coming. We got all the parts and everything coming from all our sponsors and everything. And we're going to get this crank in here, hopefully Thursday night, and get that all in. We'll get the motor all back together. And then we're also going to touch up. We're going to put some new main bearings and rod bearings and all that in here just because we got it apart. And we'll also shim the valves, make sure those are all perfect and set perfect. We're going to need all the power we can. And then we'll start putting her back together. Other than that, the only other issues that I found is these Allen head bolts here. I noticed when I landed off that big crash on the second hill, I broke the top right off of it. So we're going to just replace both of those. You know, play it safe, replace both of those. And then obviously we're going to break the whole thing down. We're going to pull the front axles out, inspect those for twists and everything, make sure that everything's good there. We just put all new seals in the axles, new fluid, new diffs. We'll check the load bolts on our new Gearworks diffs, which I'm sure will be just fine. And we'll start putting her back all in, and then we're gonna just clean this baby right back up and make her shine. So just wanted to give everybody a heads up and let them know what was going on there. What we did determine, or the best thing that we can come up with, and why I was coming down that hill, why I lost steering, is I have a reservoir, and that reservoir sits right under this engine cover right here. And we think because I was taking all those hits on the way down to the hill, and the butt of my vehicle was way up in the air like this, and I'd come down and it hit right on the face and bounce back up. Well, it did that 4 times. Well, on the 4th time, we think all that shaking put an air bubble through the steering system, and that air bubble just happened to hit right when I went to turn, and that's why when I turned the steering wheel that the tires did not turn. It's the only thing that we come up with makes sense. One other, Matt Holt, come up with a really good idea, and he said that it could have been my pressure release, and that is true, because I did hit all the way down extremely hard, and that's also a possibility. So we don't actually know. Things that we're going to do to combat that for the future is we're just going to make sure that reservoir is completely topped off with as little air volume as possible, and I don't want to slow down. If I want to keep pushing as hard as I can. My main goal is I really want to try and beat Timmy, even if it's in just one race, and it's going to take everything I got plus luck to beat a man that's as talented as he is. So we'll give her a shot and keep going from there and pushing hard, and come see us at Rush Springs, and hopefully it's an awesome race there.